With Prince George set to attend secondary school next year, one expert believes the Prince and Princess of Wales will delay announcing which institution he will attend. The impending transition of the future king from primary school to secondary education in the UK is more than a simple academic move. It is a monumental decision steeped in public scrutiny, royal precedent, and parental anxiety. The firstborn child of Prince William and Princess Kate is set to make a huge change next year, as Prince George will transition to secondary school in September 2026. And while it is still unknown where the young prince will attend, one expert believes the Prince and Princess of Wales will keep his choice of school under wraps until the very last minute. This strategy is not merely about security, it is a profound move to protect the psychological well-being of George and his new peer group from the overwhelming force of the global spotlight. The frontrunners and the parental dilemma. The two frontrunners for George to attend next year are Eton College, where both Prince William and Prince Harry attended and is located close to where the Wales family live on the Windsor estate, and Kate's alma mater Marlborough College in Berkshire, where George would likely be a boarder. The choice itself represents a fascinating parental tightrope walk between tradition and modernity. Eton embodies the quintessential royal path, linking George directly to the educational history of his father and uncle. Marlborough, Kate's former school, offers a slight deviation, potentially aligning more with the Middleton family's modern, upper-middle-class roots, though it introduces the concept of boarding, a decision that touches on the emotional connection and daily presence of a child in the family home. It has been speculated that William and Kate are still tossing up which school to send their eldest son to, but once they do make the huge decision, it is likely they will keep it under wraps until the 11th hour. Minimizing the fanfare, protecting the peer group. Melanie Sanderson, managing editor of the Good Schools Guide, explained why, as she told Hello! That announcing such a choice too early would cause a stir with the school, and those who would be the young prince's classmates. The emotional and social disruption caused by a royal announcement is immense. It instantly turns an exclusive, private environment into a subject of global obsession, jeopardizing the precious sense of normalcy William and Kate strive to provide for their children. Sanderson told the publication, "If the Wales family runs true to form, they will announce Prince George Secondary School at the 11th hour, possibly as late as September 2026. She elaborated on the protective rationale. They understand that the school itself, as well as George's new peer group, will fall under intense scrutiny as soon as it is revealed and will probably want to minimize this, allowing the young royal to transition to his new school with as little fanfare as possible. This strategy is a deliberate act of gatekeeping privacy. By delaying the announcement, they minimize the window of intense scrutiny, providing a crucial initial buffer zone for George to establish connections with his new classmates before the media frenzy begins. They are essentially sacrificing the public's right to know for their son's right to a stable social transition. The Eton argument: tradition meets modern values. As for which school George will be enrolled in, Melanie argued, "I believe Eton is the most likely choice for Prince George." Her conviction is based on more than just historical precedent, it lies in the school's alignment with the current royal ethos. She continued, "In our most recent review, we describe it as traditional, radical, expectation-busting and packed with confident boys with nary a hint of entitlement. To me, this encompasses all the values we are told are important to this generation of royals." This description highlights the modern paradox the Wales family must embrace, choosing an institution defined by its history, yet one that supposedly fosters radical and unentitled citizens. This balance is critical to projecting the image of a monarchy that is simultaneously rooted in the past and prepared for a democratic future. The boarding question, a mother's internal conflict. If William and Kate do decide to hold off on the announcement of George's school choice, it would follow a pattern of their past declarations around their children's education. When the Wales family moved from London to Windsor in 2022, it was just 2 weeks before the school term started when they announced that George, Charlotte and Louis would be attending Lambrook. At the time, the statement from the palace read, "The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have today announced that Prince George, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis will attend Lambrook School in Berkshire from September 2022. Their Royal Highnesses are hugely grateful to Thomas Battersea where George and Charlotte have had a happy start to their education since 2017 and 2019 respectively and are pleased to have found a school for all three of their children which shares a similar ethos and values to Thomas." This precedent confirms their commitment to privacy and controlled information release, prioritizing their children's seamless educational continuity over public expectation. Former BBC royal correspondent Jenny Bond shared a deeper insight into the parental dilemma, telling the Mirror that with less than a year until George makes the transition to secondary school, she believes his school has already been decided. She said, "Yes, this is a big year ahead, as George becomes a teenager and, as William hinted when talking about phones, he's clearly exploring a few boundaries. I suppose his new school has already been decided." Bond touched upon the emotional sensitivity of the boarding issue, focusing on Princess Kate's feelings. "Personally, I think it's a great shame if he's going to be sent away to board and I would have thought that would go against some of Catherine's central beliefs. On the other hand, she went to boarding school and seemed to enjoy it, so I suppose she feels ready to cross that bridge with George." This reveals the core emotional conflict, Kate's known advocacy for emotional stability and family presence versus the tradition of the royal family attending boarding school. Choosing boarding would be a moment of personal compromise, crossing a bridge where motherly instinct meets dynastic duty. The final choice, whenever it is revealed, will ultimately offer a profound glimpse into the values and priorities that the future king's parents hold dearest.